Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about something that can change the entire course of your life. Simple steps to financial freedom before you're 40. If you've ever dreamed of ditching the stress that comes with living paycheck to paycheck and enjoying a secure financial future, this video is for you. I'll share real-life tips, practical examples, and an easy-to-follow blueprint that can help you reach financial independence long before your 40th birthday. Are you ready? Let's dive right in. The first step to achieving financial freedom is setting super clear money goals. Think about it. You wouldn't hop in your car and drive across the country without a roadmap, right? The same principle applies to your finances. I recommend creating both short-term and long-term goals. For instance, maybe your short-term goal is to pay off a $1,000 credit card bill in 3 months. Your long-term goal could be buying a home or investing in a property by the time you turn 35. Having these targets in mind gives you direction and keeps you motivated when times get tough. Actionable tip: write your goals down and keep them somewhere visible, like on your fridge or on your phone's home screen. Research shows that you're more likely to achieve written goals than just daydreaming about them. Real-life example. I have a friend who wanted to save $10,000 for a down payment on a house. She broke it down into a monthly savings target, avoided impulse buys, and used a visual tracker pinned right above her workspace. By the time she was 30, she had already hit her goal. The second key is creating what I like to call a no-fail budget. Budgeting is often seen as dull, but trust me, it's one of the strongest tools you can use to build wealth. A budget simply shows you where your money is going, so you can redirect it to things that matter, like investments or an emergency fund. Actionable tip: use the 50/30/20 rule as a starting point. 50% of your income goes to needs, rent, utilities, groceries, 30% to wants, entertainment, eating out, and 20% to savings or debt repayment. Tweak these percentages based on your lifestyle. Maybe you only spend 20% on wants and pump 30% into savings. That's awesome too. Real-life example. A couple I know realized they were spending a huge chunk of their income on takeout. Once they put their expenses on paper, they cut back on restaurant visits and saved that extra cash for their emergency fund. After just 6 months of sticking to their budget, they built a safety net that covered 3 months of living expenses. Third, tackle your high-interest debts like your life depends on it. Credit card debt and payday loans can silently eat away at your paycheck, leaving you stuck in a never-ending cycle. The faster you eliminate these debts, the quicker you can start building real wealth. Actionable tip: consider the debt avalanche method, where you pay off the highest interest debt first while making minimum payments on the rest. Alternatively, the debt snowball method tackles your smallest balances first to build morale. Choose whichever strategy keeps you motivated and stick with it until you're free from crippling interest. Real-life example. One of my subscribers wrote to me about how he paid off $10,000 in credit card debt within a year. He picked up a weekend side hustle and threw every extra dollar at his highest interest card first. By the time he cleared that balance, he was so motivated that he quickly wiped out the rest. Now, he invests the same monthly amount he used to pay in interest into an index fund. Fourth, to really speed up your path to financial freedom, think about building multiple income streams. Relying on just one paycheck is risky. What if you lose your job or experience a sudden drop in revenue? Having multiple streams not only provides stability, but also supercharges your savings. Actionable tip: start with something you enjoy or are good at. Maybe you're a whiz at graphic design or you love writing. Platforms like Fiverr and Upwork let you freelance. Or if you have a passion for teaching, try tutoring online through websites like Preply or italki. If you're an entrepreneur at heart, you could launch a small e-commerce store on Etsy or Shopify. Real-life example. I know an accountant who on the side makes digital budget planners and sells them on Etsy. These planners sell passively while she's working her day job. She's effectively doubled her monthly income without doubling her workload. Fifth, if you want financial freedom before 40, you cannot skip investing. You don't have to be Warren Buffett to start. In fact, you can begin with just a small amount. The key is consistency. Even $50 or $100 a month can grow significantly over time thanks to compound interest. Actionable tip: look into index funds or exchange-traded funds, known as ETFs if you're a beginner. They spread out your risk across many companies and usually have low fees. If you're more adventurous, you can explore individual stocks or real estate investment trusts, also called REITs. Just make sure you understand the risks involved. Real-life example. A friend of mine started investing at 25 with only $100 a month. By the time she was 35, her portfolio had grown enough that she used the returns to partially fund her dream of traveling around the world. She's now on track to retire early, maybe even in her mid-40s, because that initial $100 a month grew faster than she ever expected. 6th, automate your savings so you don't have to rely on willpower. Let's face it, if you wait until the end of the month to see what's left to save, you'll probably spend it on last-minute splurges. Instead, set up an automatic transfer every payday, so a portion of your salary goes straight into your savings or investment account. Treat your savings like a monthly bill that must be paid. If you earn $3,000 a month, set up an automatic transfer of $300, 10% or more if you can handle it. That way you're paying yourself first and living on what remains. I started automating my savings a few years ago, and it made a world of difference. I set up a direct deposit from my paycheck into my high-yield savings account. Because I never see that money in my primary checking, I'm not tempted to spend it. 7. Remember that financial freedom isn't just about making money. It's also about protecting what you have. Life can throw curveballs, medical emergencies, job loss, or unexpected home repairs. That's why having an emergency fund and the right insurance is crucial. Aim for 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses saved in a separate, easily accessible account. Also, look into health insurance, life insurance, and maybe even disability insurance if your job is physically demanding. A friend of mine had her car break down just a month after buying her first home. Because she had an emergency fund, she could cover the repairs without going into debt or dipping into her mortgage payments. That sense of relief, priceless. 8th, never stop learning about personal finance. The world changes fast. New investment opportunities arise, and economic conditions shift. Staying educated means you can adapt your strategy and stay on track. Make it a habit to read a finance book or follow reputable YouTube channels and podcasts every month. Challenge yourself to learn something new about saving, investing, or even starting a small business. The more you learn, the more you'll earn, especially in the long run. I myself used to watch random finance videos whenever I had a moment. Over time I discovered new saving hacks, investing ideas, and side hustle inspirations that I never would have encountered otherwise. That knowledge turned into real results, a bigger portfolio and a stable financial foundation. So there you have it, simple steps to financial freedom before you're 40. They might sound straightforward, but the power lies in consistent action. Setting goals, budgeting wisely, killing high-interest debt, multiplying your income streams, investing early, automating your savings, protecting yourself with insurance and emergency funds, and always learning. Combine all these, and you'll create a financial powerhouse that can set you free long before you hit your 40th birthday. Remember, this journey is a marathon, not a sprint. Each small, daily habit you build will stack up over time and bring you closer to your dream of financial freedom. So start today, because every year you wait is a year that could have propelled you forward. If you enjoyed this video and found these tips helpful, do me a favor, like this video, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more content on achieving financial independence faster. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.